The Departments of Housing, Public Safety and Economic Development have appealed for calm and patience from residents of Eldorado Park, south of Johannesburg. The City of Johannesburg administration is likely to meet with the community leaders today. Now, this follows government's visits to the area after violent protests erupted over housing demands. Take a look.
Scenes of chaos in Eldorado Park, south of Johannesburg. Residents of Eldorado and nearby Freedom Park clash with police as they stage a violent protest. They accuse government of not fulfilling its promises to give them proper housing and roads.
When we came here, we saw what was happening. We're not part of the strike, though we're supporting. Because the people that are taking our houses are foreigners sitting in the houses now, and we must do the protesting outside.
Yes, yeah, we want better toilets, we want health facilities, and we want our houses for our children here. Our matriculants work for our matriculants.
Yes. As the first nation of this country, we are Khoisan. This is our country. We are the first nation of this country, and we are being marginalized since 1994. All the infrastructures you see around in Eldorado Park was built by the apartheid government.
Officials met with residents and asked for patience. Despite a huge housing backlog, the city was now focusing on poorer communities.
One of the leaders then sent us an SMS indicating that they've instructed people to disperse, and those people who are on the ground now are no longer the peaceful protesters, but they are people who are actually, some of them are criminal elements who are beginning to loot shop businesses.
Spar and ShopRite stores were looted and a BP garage vandalized in the ensuing chaos.
We need to, as people protest, people must protect the property. People must respect for both public and the private property of other people. They must not trend in that particular situation. But the minister is aware that the police are really trying their level best to bring the situation back to normality.
Officials have sought to pacify angry residents, but the question now is, how much longer will residents have to endure their dismal living conditions? With Nomosa Pungula in Eldorado Park, Bureau Report, AN7.
Our reporter Natasha Piri joins us live now from Eldorado Park. A very good morning to you, Natasha. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, can you give us an update on what's happening in Eldorado Park this morning?
Well, a very good morning to you and to the viewers once again. Indeed, things remain or seem to be relatively calm so far here in Eldorado Park. And just driving in with my colleague Vusiram, I think things seem to have been calm. A few cars moving along the Golden Highway. Very huge and large police contingency here. And we actually at the BP garage that was vandalized yesterday. If I'll just step out of the frame, and my colleague Vusirampa would actually show you what is actually going on. It seems as if police are having a caucus, they're having a meeting. Lots of police cars here at the garage, police nyalas as well. We managed to interview one of the employees here at the BP garage who asked to remain anonymous, and she was just telling us and relating the stories of what actually happened yesterday when people came to pelt the BP garage here, saying that they actually feared for their lives. People started coming in telling them that people are actually approaching the BP garage. They took the banners, started burning them, and at that time, all she could do was just fear for life, as we know that these protesters are protesting over housing issues, over issues of service delivery and economic development. But let me just actually show you and the viewers what is actually going on here, the scenes here of the BP garage. And this seems to be the doorway, which is actually pelted with stones. As you can see, it's somewhat vandalized. If you'll actually move into the BP garage and actually show you what is actually going inside, as you can see that the shelves are empty. It's not that these protesters actually cleared out the shelves, no, but this is just the staff of the BP garage that actually cleared out the shelves here, fearing that these protesters would actually loot the area. So they've actually put all the stock and all the food in a place that was somewhat safe, also somewhat preserving their business. But as we know that yesterday, this is the area where several protesters protesters actually came here, pelted the BP garage, not only the BP garage as well, but other shops like your Pep, like other stores as well, took cell phones, vandalized and looted other areas as well. And I mean, people here and the employees of BP garage just actually raising their concerns, saying that they really don't feel safe without the police here. But since the police actually came, they feel much more safer. And once again, Vusi just showing you those empty shelves here that were actually just cleared out by the employees of BP, just to clarify that, saying that they were afraid that some of these protesters will actually come in and take their shop. But back to the business of the day, it is said, according to reports, that protesters are actually in Annandale right now, blockading roads and what you have it. We do know that various MMCs from the city of Johannesburg will actually come and address community leaders later on today, regards with the housing issues and some of the issues that, you know, protesters are actually taking to the street and protesting about. We do know that you know, some of these people are somewhat disgruntled. When my colleague Nomusa Pungula actually spoke to some protesters yesterday, they raised grievances saying that as a colored community, they feel as if they are left out and that they actually neglected. Those protesters remaining stern and very firm, saying that they want their housing, they want proper services and proper service delivery within the area. But interestingly enough, just also driving in, we saw some community members actually taking the roads, taking the rocks off the road, somewhat also trying to make way for them to actually pass by and for their cars to actually pass by. We do know that the MEC there of Community Safety came to engage with the community members yesterday, and we are expecting as well the MEC of Human Settlements, Ntate Paul Mashatile, to actually come and address community leaders later on. So it'll be quite interesting to see what actually happens. We do know that the Minister of Police, Fikile Mbalula, has also asked that community members respect public property, do not destroy public property while they have their right to protest, but they shouldn't destroy any buildings within the area. So of course we will update you with the latest developments in regards with this story, especially when these leaders and the MMCs, various MMCs and MECs come and engage with the community to somewhat, you know, calm and restore calm within the area of Eldorado Park.
Well, thank you so much for that update and for painting a picture of us of what happened yesterday and what actually the current situation is. That was our reporter, Natasha Piri, joining us live there from Eldorado Park in the south of Johannesburg.